Oh, spooky music.
Yay!
It's very Doctor Who.
You like it?
Doctor Who. Which is what I said when I went to the medical centre.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our... You right there?
Oh, good.
You're not
Being
supposed to
strangled by the headphones.
Don't touch the gear.
Ken Murdoch.
No, that's me.
I know. Well done. Stop reading your driver's license.
All right. Okay, I'm Ken Murdoch.
You are. We just attested to that.
Well, who are you?
Marty Fields. Who
All
am
right.
I?
Now,
Who am I anyway?
who are you really?
Am I my resume? Or chorus line, musical theatre, nothing to do with what we're doing here today. Ken.
Yes.
This is a momentous moment in podcastery.
It is. It's our inaugural performance.
Certainly is. Better than our inaudible performance.
You think we should try that, maybe?
Let's do that.
All right, let's see.
Not as good.
No, not so good.
No. All right, let's go with the first one.
I want to know
Yeah.
how you've been since we last spoke.
Well, we only spoke a couple of minutes ago, so I'm good.
All right.
Thank
and
you.
before that, then?
Before that, not so bad. I've had a chest infection, which is gone now, thanks to the miracle of white blood cells. And I'm okay. So today, we're here to talk, as we will always talk each week, on music and movies.
Music.
Neither of which I know anything about.
And I know very little about movies, but music I know quite a bit about.
Yes, you do.
And movies, what we could do is randomly pick a movie and perhaps talk about that movie.
That's good.
And once we get the technology going, maybe we'll phone a friend. But today, alas, we cannot.
Do they have to actually be a friend, or there can be phone an acquaintance?
Would you just, why don't we just randomly call anyone?
We could do that.
Just pick a number and see if
Yeah.
they'll be part of our podcast.
Why not?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, we're inventing new subjects.
Hello, what do you want? Yeah.
You're really offending the solar guy.
The solar guy?
Yes.
What's a solar guy?
He's the man outside putting up the solar panels for this studio.
Is he called the solar guy because he works on his own?
Yeah, that's right. He is. Exactly.
The guy's putting up panels on your roof by himself.
But he is by himself.
Oh,
But at 3 o'clock, another guy's coming.
okay.
So we have to finish by 3 o'clock. Otherwise,
Okay.
it's going to be big trouble. And considering it's 9 in the morning, we should be all right for half an hour show.
Ken, what band are we discussing today?
Today, we are talking about the Beatles because that's the band, the Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
You ever heard of them?
Yeah.
And now, I know you've done some Wikipediaing. What, do you know much about the Beatles?
I know a bit. I know that they weren't originally called the Beatles.
That's true.
They were called the Silver Beatles.
Yeah.
And before that, they were called the Ass-Humping Cum Junkies, which didn't pass, the record company didn't like that.
No.
They're too long for the album. They actually put a little strip on the side of the album to put the name.
Yeah.
Too long. So
You know
they
how I
said no.
told you about Wikipedia? Sometimes it's wrong.
Yeah, it is.
That's one
Okay.
example. Yeah.
Oh, I Googled Trickopedia.
No, that will never work. See, they were called the Quarrymen.
The Quarrymen, so named because they were based out of Melbourne? Or
No, they went to Quarry High,
What's Quarry High?
a high school in England.
Quarry High.
Yeah.
We'll call you.
Yeah.
I
And
did
then-
that musical.
And then John was playing on John Lennon.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any relation to Vladimir Lenin?
No, but Groucho Marx, John Lennon, Lennon and Marx.
Look at that.
Yeah.
But
I got a T-shirt.
was Groucho Marx still around? Yes, he was. He didn't die until John Lennon. Actually, John Lennon might have died before Groucho Marx.
No, I don't think he did. You know what happened the day Groucho Marx died? No, that would be a big event, wouldn't it, in the history of
Comedy?
entertainment, comedy?
Yeah, my word.
Elvis Presley died the same day.
Get out.
So Groucho Marx was reduced to a small... Actually, it might be John Lennon.
Did you know Frank Sinatra died the same day that Seinfeld's last episode went to air? And they were competing to see who got most, I don't know what you call it, attention.
Who did?
Nobody knows. I was in Italy. They don't tell you anything over
That's
there.
right, yeah. Yeah, apparently it's in the paper. I think Frank Sinatra got front page. If I
He was a
remember
big
rightly.
deal.
I don't think Seinfeld got front page. No. But that was a big show.
It sure was.
The last episode, any good?
Of Frank Sinatra or Seinfeld?
Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, no, it was wonderful.
You
They
liked
brought
it?
back every character. I think it was great. It was very clever. It was hard to write. because they were never going to please everybody. Similar to my act.
But it didn't have the punch of the other shows.
Well, they were trying to sort of fit a lot in a longer episode. I thought it was good. I thought from a comedic point of view, which is my field of expertise. But although everybody is an expert on two jobs, their own and comedy, that's why people keep telling me what I'm doing wrong, which is great.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the Beatles, though.
All right.
My first opinion on them, I don't think they would have been anything without their music and lyrics. Now, that's just me.
See, this is why this podcast is going to work, because you're an expert.
No, I come from a position of humility.
Humility?
Yes, high rainfall.
Okay, all right. I want to know, where were you when you first heard about the Beatles?
When I first heard about them?
Yeah, like you were a little
in vitro.
Kid. You were a little kid.
No, yeah, well, I was born before they started.
Yes, that's right.
And when they started, when they kind of hit it big in 63,
yeah.
I was 2.
Were you?
Yeah. So I probably wasn't their demo.
How old was I?
80, 85.
No, I must have been 6 then. How old are you?
I can't tell you.
We can't go into that.
No, we can't go into that.
Because that might cut out.
You're a little bit older than me.
Cut out a lot of our memory.
You're a little bit older than me, but you look younger than me.
Yeah. How's that work?
It's angles and mirrors.
Is it?
It's weird.
Yeah. Maybe it's this bag I've got over
But
here.
when they started, when I was 2, I was more in the Patsy Bisco
Yes.
line of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What was the first record you got? The reason why I ask is my first record was I'm a Blue Toothbrush, You're a Pink Toothbrush by Max Bygraves. So when you were 2, thereabouts.
I know that song.
Can you sing me some of it?
Not so much, but it was a toe tapper.
What's it, toe tapper?
It was a toe tapper.
Yeah.
The first record I got was Peter and the Wolf.
By Danny Kaye?
No, the original, Rossini, the classical. Because I was a piano player. I started learning piano at 4. You should start getting lessons. It would make a massive improvement on your piano career.
It's too late. Why wreck a good thing now?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Or why make a good thing from a wreck?
Because you know when people come to your gigs, they're brimmed with confidence. They look at you and go, I could do that.
That's right.
If he can do that, I can do that.
What do you always say about my gigs?
It's so easy to park.
That's right. It's very good.
It's true.
Well, see, no, but all right, but when did you first get influenced by the Beatles? So, like, when, you know,
I'm eating a cheeseburger while we're talking.
Yeah.
Please excuse me.
we can't announce the shop we went to.
Hungry Jack's is a weird name for a restaurant because you're thinking if the dude who runs the restaurant is still hungry, their food mustn't be good.
That's right. That's true. You know that it's Burger King originally.
I know, in America.
And why not here?
I don't know.
I think it's copyright. I think there was a guy who had a little hamburger shop called Burger King, and he wouldn't give over the rights.
Is that right?
Yeah. Could have got $1 million.
The things you know.
I do. I know a lot of stuff about nothing.
You know what you are?
What?
A cornucopia of knowledge.
Oh, thank you. I'm impressed.
Your Pandora's box.
Oh, thank you.
I'm popping on this mic. I might sit back a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, Kenny.
Yes. You still haven't told me when the Beatles.
The very first song that I heard from the Beatles that
Yes.
impressed me, that I went, oh, I really like that. You know, because they had some stuff. When I was younger, like, 4 and 5, not so much into the rock and roll.
No.
But I would keep in mind, I had been playing piano and everything for a couple of years, so I understood music. Was Michelle.
Really?
Yeah, in about 1969. I think it was on Abbey Road.
No. Nowhere near.
Not on Abbey Road?
Absolutely wrong.
Was Michelle on Abbey Road?
Rubber Soul in 1965.
You want to check that?
I don't have to.
I don't have to.
I'm a Beatle expert.
You know what you are? Canopedia.
That's right. Hang on. Look, if you want, I'll check, but I know that's right. All
Okay.
right? Continue.
Let's say it is.
Yeah.
Well, the first song I remember really hooking into by the Beatles was Michelle, which was a George Harrison song.
No.
No, again. It was a...
Do you know who we're talking about?
Ringo.
It's the Beatles.
You know Ringo Starr wasn't their first drummer.
No, that's true.
Their first drummer was Fatso McGee. Then Pete Best.
Yeah, who ended up being the worst.
That's right. And then they got Ringo second best.
Yeah.
So they changed his name to Fatso Starr and then Ringo Starr.
Right. See, I'm not sure where you're getting information from.
They had Ringo Worm, not so good. But look, all they needed was a dude to hit shit at the back of the stage. At the end of the day, any Beatles concert, was simply girls screaming.
That's
so
right.
they could have cast any girl and just got her to scream at the drums and it wouldn't have made any difference at all.
True. Oh. I really think this is going nowhere if you're not going to do any fact finding at all. It was the 3rd of December 1965 off the Rubber Soul album. There you go.
Rubber Soul.
Rubber Soul.
Okay. So if you abbreviate that, it would be Our Soul.
That's very clever. You reckon that might be why they called it that? That's very clever. You think?
No. I don't know why they called anything, really.
Rubber Soul was kind of because it was, had hip connotations, if you know what I mean.
Rubber hip?
Rubber. One song I know. You actually picked a song I know.
That's nice.
Thank you very much.
What are the chances?
I know. Look.
That and Lush Life. That's all you got.
Remember me at the down at the Melbourne line playing that?
Oh, I blocked it
5
out.
o'clock.
Yeah, no, you were He used every finger, ladies and gentlemen. I've never seen anybody do that before. And he juggled with his penis.
Oh.
It was some act.
The extra note.
Yes. He used to follow a rabies-infected dog act. They were bitter dogs too.
Back to the Beatles.
Sorry.
Yeah, all right, Michelle, that
Yes.
you think is from 19...
But the thing I liked about it, the thing that first tweaked my interest was that he suddenly started speaking in foreign language.
Yeah,
I'd never heard that before.
French.
I know.
Yeah.
I know now.
You know now.
But then I didn't know French. So he was just blah, blah, blahing to me. And it reminded me of our Greek neighbours who only spoke Greek but used to sing pop songs that I knew in Greek.
In Greek.
That's right. So when they would hear a song come on the radio, they would sing it loudly in Greek.
Can I have an example of that?
My Sharona, no, that was a bit later. Gary Glitter, you want to be in my gang?
Sure, why not?
I don't know what the Greek words were, but
I've got
they
an
were
idea.
not. Do you want to be in my... Gary Glitter, he's kicked on.
Yeah, it's gone very well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things are going well.
Yes. He's really, as you do, like, this was your life.
Yeah.
Not so good with the Gary Glitter, but, that sort of things. William Shakespeare, those.
Yeah.
And actually, bad.
I think another choice. Why don't we go on to Rolf Harris?
Yeah, perfect. My dad actually booked Ralph Harris to work at my 6th birthday party, and I was an ugly kid. He took me in the front room, told me we could just be friends. I knew I was ugly.
Excellent.
I used to get in the sandbox. The cat would bury me. I was ugly. Anyway, when I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. Enough of the jokes. I went back to that song, Michelle, because the musicality of it impressed me. I loved the descending chords. I loved how the melody basically counterpointed against the chords. I thought it was very clever. Now, you're probably saying, now, Martin, you were probably 6 or 7 years old, but you and I both know that I had perfect pitch.
Yes.
So I used to, for those of you in listening land, both of you, who don't know what perfect pitch is, perfect pitch basically means if you play a note or a song or any tone, I can tell you what it is and I can tell you the note. And it was explained to me that I see notes as colours. I see sounds as colours. So when you could point at a tree and say that's green, I can listen to a note and say that's B flat or something like that, right? So the playing of Michelle, it was through the radio of my neighbour across the road.
Right.
And I remember stopping and going, that's so clever. And I at that point thought the Beatles are very, very clever.
Wow. Now, I know about your perfect pitch because we've had this game many times. But the other night when we were at the casino doing a show, I gave you a note and something went awry, didn't it?
It went skew-if.
Yes. But let's demonstrate. Like right now, you're not looking at my piano.
No, I'm looking at your face. It's a D.
That's correct. This one?
It's an A flat.
Absolutely correct. And then you said to me, I can do it with 2 notes.
Yes, I can.
So let's see what happened.
It's a C and a G.
Right. But what happened the other night?
Something went awry.
Yeah. You kept saying C sharp and G sharp. You had a capo on your head.
I had a capo. Now, again, both of you listening, a capo is a thing you put over a guitar string to basically make it easier to play for morons.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
That's right. You could play in G.
They don't sell them like that.
No,
That's not on the label.
No.
They don't say imbecile maker.
Yeah.
Easier thing.
Imbecile capos.
Yes, exactly. People go, what's this capo?
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think happened? Because your brain
yeah.
transposed upper semitone on everything that we played.
Something happened. I don't know what happened. But anyway, it's back to concert now. So thank
Is it?
goodness.
Yeah, it
well,
is
yeah,
too,
it
yeah.
is. We just exemplified it.
Maybe you fell over. Did you fall over on your way to the casino? I know
Only
you
twice.
fell over on your way out.
Oh, I did.
Drinking.
Yeah. I like a drink. You know, that next morning after I drank all that,
Yeah.
I went and gave blood. The guy who got my blood got done for 05 on the way home.
That's good.
It's true. Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let me tell you about my Beatles experience.
Go ahead, Ken. I was about to ask you.
I was 6, 7,
6?
I reckon. And I was in my Auntie Dawn's in Glenroy, and they got up very early in the morning.
The Beatles?
No, not the Beatles, Auntie Dawn and her kids. And I didn't do that. At my house, we got up at about 10.
Oh.
Civilised we were. Anyway, so they had the radio on at breakfast, which we never did either. And I didn't know any of the music. And then the Beatles came on with From Me to You, and I freaked out. It just freaked me out.
Was it the accessibility of produce that attracted you? Because the first line is, if there's anything that you want.
Yeah.
And you thought, there is a lot of things that
There
I
is a
want.
lot. I was 6, but yeah, there was a lot of things I liked.
What did you want?
Well, I would have liked to have a Major Matt Mattel doll. Do you know what that is?
Major Matt?
Major Matt Mattel.
Was that Barbie-esque?
Yeah, like G.I. Joe.
You know, he's got no penis.
Well, neither did Matt.
So there was a dickless doll you wanted.
Yeah. And neither is Ken.
Speaking of which, yeah, I know. And that's probably why you were called Ken. Although you are. Whoa.
Hey, that's right. I'm the opposite.
Trust me. Yes,
I'm Nick.
Compared to me and you. Oi.
Yeah.
I mean, phew. Anyway, let's not denigrate the tone.
No,
this.
no, well, you did.
Speaking of lack of knobs,
yes.
have you seen the new Planet of the Apes series, those new movies?
No.
It's not a series. It's, Return
Movies.
of
With,
Revenge of the Planet
no,
of
I know
the
what
Apes,
you mean.
Planet of the Apes go to Hawaii, or whatever.
That's a good one.
The new ones.
The Brady Bunch meet. Yeah.
That's right.
No.
You haven't.
No.
Why not?
Well, because I love monkeys. I do love monkeys. You're right. I should have seen them, but I heard that the monkeys didn't come out so good in the end.
They're angry. They're angry monkeys.
Well, I don't. That's not how my world works.
What?
For me, a monkey is a joy, a happiness. You know, I love them. I love monkeys, don't I?
In a later episode of the show, we're going to be talking about the band The Monkees.
We are too. That's true. That's true, and that's why I chose them.
Because you like monkeys.
That's right. My love of monkeys.
Okay.
All right.
Nevertheless, you were talking about dickless dolls. Well, I was.
No, you were.
The new Planet of the Apes, because in the old Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston, right, they wore clothes.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay.
They did. In the new movies, the CGI ones where they're not real monkeys, they're computer generated
Well, they weren't
sprites.
real in the last one.
They were people in monkey suits.
Oh, yeah.
Roddy McDowell
isn't
used to have
it-
3 hours of makeup every morning.
But in the new ones, Andy Serkis? Andy Serkis is the monkey.
He's a monkey. I thought they were all computer
The
generated.
head monkey.
He's the monkey head.
I think what happened, they put those stickers on him.
Is he a Buddhist monkey?
I think they put the stickers on him and
Stickers?
he became... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the motion
green-
capturing things.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
But
So
he's
you're
not
right.
really he's not on the set.
No,
No,
we're
he's
both
not.
right.
We can't both be right. Anyway, the point I'm going with this is that they were naked, but they had no dicks. And they were male. So we're dealing with 400 angry, dickless monkeys attacking San Francisco or wherever.
So San Francisco, all they had to do was wait and eventually they'd go away because there's no reproducing.
That is what I was thinking. People go, oh, look at that. Oh, isn't that terrible? And I'm thinking, they got no dicks.
That's right.
I sat through the whole movie trying to see one monkey dick.
And?
I didn't see one. Not that I'm out there in my life. My mission in life is not to see monkey dicks.
I don't know about that. I think your monkey porn is pretty high on your list.
Yeah, I did like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've seen your history.
Really? Speaking of monkey porn,
How did we get
do you
to
think
monkeys?
Bubbles ever did any of those, Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. I'm
Yeah.
forever blowing bubbles.
That's good. That's nice. Let's get back to those stupid Beatles.
Oh, yeah.
Let me give you a
Keep
bit of
getting our way.
background. A bit of background on the members of the Beatles.
All right. You're
right.
going to give me,
No. I'm gonna suggest to you things, and you will.
and I'll shoot it down. All right, go on.
Well, you don't have to, because I might be right.
You might be, but let's go.
So Paul McCartney,
Yes.
right? Paul McCartney. It's a Scottish name.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with that.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Mc
He's Irish, but yeah.
Mc anything
All right. Yes.
Scottish. Do you concur?
Y-
How many Irish people start with Mick?
well, maybe his real name is O'Cartney. That's hard to say. Paul O'Cartney. But he is of Irish descent, not Scottish. So there you go. All right. Number one fact wrong to go in the box with your...
But how do we know you're right?
Because I'm the Beatles fan, freak. I know everything about the Beatles.
So he started playing the bass the other way around.
That's right.
He plays it left-handedly.
That's right.
You play the guitar left-handedly.
I do. And there's a Beatle bass there, isn't there?
Beatle bass.
Yeah.
So is that why you're such a fan of Paul McCartney? Because he plays the bass the same way as you?
No. It wasn't that because I didn't even realise I was left-handed until I tried to play guitar because you have to change the strings upside down.
When you play the guitar left-handed, does it
Yes.
feel like someone else is playing the guitar?
I feel like it's me against the world. I can tell you that much because it's very hard to get a good left-handed
Because that's what they
guitar.
say about the other thing, if you use the other hand.
Oh, I see what you see.
You do?
I'm too slow for you today.
It's okay. There'll be a transcript later.
All right, now come on, keep going with your mate, Paul McCartney.
Well,
fan.
that's what we know, right? Left-handed bass player.
Yeah. Doesn't play the strings the wrong way. He's
Scottish.
swapped them over.
Yeah, he swapped him over.
Yeah. That's why if you
Scottish
look at the
descent,
Hoff
but
and the
you
bass,
dispute.
it's like a violin, easy to swap over.
Yes.
That's why he bought it. He didn't
Yes.
buy it because it's a good bass, because it wasn't that good a bass in those days. Very cheap. But now, very good.
Yes.
All right.
Met John Lennon
Yes?
in a gay sweatshop
No.
No.
No. Keep going.
at Caesar's Retreat.
Wrong.
No? Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. John Lennon, a Russian name, I
This
think
is
you'll
great.
agree.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Russian descent, Lennon. Yeah, keep going.
Why are they all descending, by the way? Nobody's going down on anybody.
Well,
Why?
Well, you can't ascend.
Why?
Well, how would you do that? What would your name be if you ascended?
But he's gone above his relatives.
Yeah, actually, that makes good sense.
Stop it.
Actually, you're right.
Thank you.
All right. So that's one.
So
fact
he's a
you got
Russian,
right. Well, all right, go on.
comes from Russia.
No, but yeah,
Are you sure?
absolutely. But go on.
Married Yoko Ono.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yoko Ono, Japanese,
Yeah.
for one egg.
One egg.
Yes. Or bad egg.
Bad egg.
Ono, short for onerous, meaning bad or troublesome.
Yeah.
Yoko, egg.
Egg.
Bad egg.
Okay. All right. That's
Okay?
good.
And she was responsible for splitting up the Beatles.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people say that.
Well,
yeah.
I say it.
I heard you.
I'll say it.
No, you say it loud. You don't care who's hearing.
She wanted to hear it. Well, unless we got 3 subscribers.
This is international. This show. That's why
We're so
I'm a bit
global.
worried about the title because I'm not sure people of Norway are going to be interested in Sunbury.
But that was the birth of Australian music. Really, it's where Australian music went out. Like so everybody went nuts. The Sunbury Festival was huge. Let's face it.
It was-
It was our Woodstock.
It was. That's exactly
It was
right.
sort of our. They had Woodstock. We'll call this Balsa Woodstock.
Yes, that's right.
I don't know.
Did you go to Sunbury?
Oh no,
Oh.
no, I was
Oh,
working.
you're too young. You would
No,
have
I
been too-
wasn't actually. I wasn't too young. 73, 74, wasn't it?
Yeah, right. Yep.
Was it?
I think you're right.
You
I think
don't
you're
know.
right. Well, I was going to be playing in Sunbury
What in?
in a band called Cloud 9,
Ah,
and my mum wouldn't let me go.
there you are.
So I was young.
Why?
But she just didn't want me hanging around those drug addicts, she said.
The rest of the band?
Yeah. Billy Thorpe, I think she was referring to.
Most
Billy.
people I know think he's crazy.
Yeah, he offered me a joint.
Did he?
Yeah, and I ran away.
You ran away from the
I
joint.
said, oh,
Little did you realise it was a hip.
that's right.
You said you need this one day, young man.
That's right. And I'm
When
running
you're
away.
60, keep this in a box because one day you'll be limping. You'll go, Billy Thorpe. Oh, I should have kept that.
All right. How did we get to Sunbury? Oh, back to the Beatles.
Marijuana makes me hungry. I can't have it. I'll smoke half a joint and eat the other half. I can't do it.
That's great.
It's true.
You don't take drugs.
No, I pay for them.
Oh, as we said, you drink a bit, but
I like the drinks.
who doesn't like to drink? But,
What's not to like? I like a drink.
but you're having a Coke now, so that's
That's
nice.
right.
Yeah. Is that all it is?
Is anything all it is, Ken?
That's right.
Let's
All right.
get back to-
Let's get back to your facts because I'm interested in your
Yeah.
facts.
Okay.
Lennon, the Russian.
That's right.
McCartney, the Scottishman.
Married the Jap, Sheila,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yoko Ono, bad egg.
I thought it meant 2 legs, but go on.
2 legs.
Well, Paul McCartney, you've got to look at his history.
Scottish.
Yeah. Married one girl with two legs, one girl without.
That's true.
Tell me the joke. You know the joke about
Which
McCartney
one?
and his wife?
There's so many. So many.
After you got divorced,
Yes.
they said, Mr. McCartney, will you ever go down on one knee again? And he said, I'd prefer it if you call her Heather.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes.
See, that's right.
You know what that is? What? Knee slapper.
I'm your Robin to your Batman. Huh?
Maybe you are. Just because we hang out in a cave doesn't mean we are that.
Okay. all
Although
right.
the pole, I love the pole.
What about the cape?
I love a cape.
Ooh.
Speaking of, well, we won't.
No,
should
we
we
don't
talk
wanna go
about
there
the
either.
cape guy?
No, because that may not be true.
That he wore a cape.
Yeah.
You said he wore a cape.
Yes, I do, but you don't want to mention him on air because he's going through a hard time. So.
No, it's good now.
Is it?
Yeah.
What happened?
Alfredo, our friend
God.
Alfredo, who's a wonderful entertainer and was starting a club in Carlton, got shut down by the stupid city council, and now it's all happening again. It's all got up
Is
again.
it?
Yeah, I believe so.
So another place for me to play. That's good. I got a sore shoulder. Well, he used to wear a cape. I
You
believe.
say that.
Well, that's what I was told.
You said you saw him in a cape.
No, I didn't actually see him, but I heard that he used to play at the Ivy in a cape. He used to come out in a cape.
I played at the Ivy, but I didn't wear a cape.
Well, see, this is why you never went anywhere. And Alfredo has now got
Look at him.
he's got a bar in Carlton.
Yes, he does. Who amongst us hasn't had a bar in Carlton?
That's true. You know, we're going to have the two members that the two listeners that you've referenced.
Any publicity is good publicity.
That's right. Let's just mention people's name. We'll ring them up, ring random people, tell them they have to subscribe. By the way, if you like this podcast, you have to subscribe to your Apple. What's Apple? iTunes?
We have no idea, do we?
we don't. No. We'll be lucky if you can even hear it. We'll be lucky if we can figure out how to put it up.
We got no idea.
No.
We don't know how to put it up.
If anyone out there knows how to put up a
Yes.
podcast,
You know, the irony is, if we don't know how to put it up, nobody out there is going to hear us asking if they know how to put it up.
that's true. That's ironic.
I'm hoping that you'll know how to put it up.
Because you hate ironic by Alana Morissette because it's not ironic.
It's not ironic.
That's right.
No, there's an Irish comedian who pointed out how many things were not ironic about that show and that song, but were ironic. And I can't think of his name, so I don't want to credit him and get it wrong. Might have been Dylan. Don't know.
I love Dylan Moran.
I didn't say that. It might not be him.
Bob.
Yeah. Oh, now we should do
Great
one on
comedian, Bob Dylan.
You know what? He was a guy, when he sang, Bob Dylan, I think his head, when he was in the studio, used to go in a circle because he was like, hey, yeah, like that. That's how he sang. Worst singer, sounded like a billy goat shitting on tin, but could write a song.
Yeah.
And I think he just refused to give his songs to other people until he did. And he gave it to UB40.
Yeah.
He gave them...
Sorry, what song did he give him?
He gave them Close Your Eyes, I'll Be Your Baby Tonight. They made a huge hit out of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. You know...
Are you saying that's true? Are you suggesting that I got something right?
Yes, you did. You got something right. Here's something that you don't know.
Yeah.
Adele's hit, I can't remember the name of the song.
She had a baby, or as she phrased it, another man left her.
Well, Adele recorded one of his songs and had a worldwide hit with it, and no one knew that it was Bob Dylan that wrote it.
You know you can buy Adele online and they arrive with a computer?
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's her other business.
And the guy who came to install it, he called me from outside. Hello from the other side, he said. And he came in and installed the computer.
Oh, I thought it'd have a better ending.
No, it does, but I don't know if I can do it. It was actually a Jewish computer. It never goes down on me. But I love it. Back to the Beatles. Why do you keep transgressing?
Where are we up to?
I was talking about McCartney being Scottish.
No. John now.
Oh, yes, John married the Jap Sheila.
Yeah.
Yoko Ono, Bad Egg.
Yeah.
And then they did Double Fantasy together.
That's true. We've skipped. Yeah, go on.
We skipped a little bit.
We had a bit of a jump there.
But you know the song they did together that I really, really enjoyed? And I don't know if she was contributing in it. She might have done a few harus in the back.
Yes.
Morticia Adams.
Yes.
But I don't know if she was involved. But, you know it. They're going to crucify me. That song. I love that
Ballad
song.
of John and Yoko
That's exactly what it was. She was in the title.
by the Beatles. That's right.
It was really?
That's
I
right.
thought it was him.
I'll tell you something about that. I'm glad you brought that up. It wasn't him. It was the Beatles, but it was only John and Paul. The other two didn't come.
What do you mean?
They were on holiday, and so
Where?
Bahamas. So that might be.
They went to India a lot
They did.
to see their Maharaji.
That's right. That's right. And then
What was his name?
Marhashi Maragu.
Marigu. Now, you know the sitar
Yeah.
that he used to play?
Yeah.
Worst instrument ever.
Why?
Awful instrument. Sounds like a billy goat shitting on tin. Have you ever heard this instrument?
Yeah.
Bang. You know, how many Indian people go, oh, poor, they're playing our song. The worst instrument ever. The sitar.
All right. Yeah.
Ugly
sure.
instrument.
It is a horrible instrument to hold. Very hard to play. But
It's sort of like a giant coconut with a stick in it.
with about 100 strings.
Too many.
Yeah, that's too many.
They need to edit strings.
Yeah, I drew the line
You know,
at
Paul
6.
McCartney played it left-handed.
Yeah.
And they had to restring the whole thing. The guy took 4 years doing it. And then McCartney, I don't know if I want to do that now. I'm going to kill you. 40 years. I haven't seen my family.
You're
I
offending
kill
the
you.
solo man, the solo panel man. He's not happy.
What?
He's hearing this.
He's Indian?
Well, he's on the roof.
Let me tell you something about American Indians.
All right.
Have you ever seen one with a beard? In any cowboy movie, have you ever seen an Indian with a beard?
No.
What's going on?
Did they invent the razor? Because why?
I don't know. They were like the
did they shave
anti-hipsters.
with? What did they shave with?
Well, I don't know. They never show you, but you never see an Indian with a beard. Now, I'm not talking about, like the solar roof
A guy Cullen. Yeah.
dudes from the subcontinent. I'm talking about Native Americans. Never seen one with a beard. Even going to Native America.
Yeah.
I've been to Native America.
Yeah.
No beards.
No beards.
No.
No.
And I used to work in American Indian casinos in the US. That's actually true.
Really?
Yes, I did comedy routines right through Arizona and New Mexico. I worked for Big Chief Never Split Tens. Never Split Tens, his name was. We used to call him Tenny.
I can't believe we're up to 32 minutes and we haven't even got all the Beatles out of the way yet.
No,
We're still going to do our movie.
George Harrison.
Oh, that's better.
No relation to Harrison Ford. People think he is.
No, they don't. No.
Oh, okay.
Where's he from?
Who?
George Harrison.
Well, Harrison
Yeah.
is an English name. So he's an Englishman.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
It's
good.
actually originally goes back to Germany, the name Harrison, but he moved to England and he finished up writing a song with a nun.
Who?
What nun?
No, who did that?
George Harrison.
What?
My Sweet Lord.
He didn't write that with a nun.
Yeah, she sang it.
No. You're thinking of Sister Mead. What's her name?
The Flying Nun.
Yeah. The Flying Nun.
No, that's Sister Mary Patril.
No.
That's Sally Field, who was Forrest Gump's mum.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's
Don't start with the Spider-Man.
auntie.
Spider-Man could be eliminated by any superhero villain
Yeah.
with a can of Mortine.
Or throw him in the bath.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they go, like
That's
that.
right, they
Do you
can't do
know,
that.
however, funnel webs can live underwater for almost an hour
Can
because they store oxygen in the hairs on their body. So if you find a funnel web in your pool filter,
Yeah.
don't touch it because he's going to bite you.
Are there funnel webs here in Victoria?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, tree funnel webs we have in Victoria, but the Sydney funnel web spider, Atrax robustus, as it's called.
Ooh.
Oh, I know my entomology.
You do.
There's another word.
Oh.
Yeah, they're Sydney-based, but they are spreading due to
no.
climate. Yeah, I know. But they're not in Victoria. That was quick, wasn't it?
That was good.
They're not in Victoria, but the tree funnel web, nearly as dangerous, is in Melbourne. But anyway, how do we possibly...
Let's get back to those Beatles. What do you got to tell me
Well,
about?
okay, let's move from eight-legged to six-legged back to George Harrison. George Harrison, German pedigree, born in England.
Son of Harry, I am assuming.
Harry Harrison.
His father's name is Harry. So,
Harry Harrison.
but is that what- like if your name is John Carpenter?
Yes.
You're
I know that.
yeah.
I know. Yes. You're talking about origins of names.
That's right.
Oh, you've brought up something very interesting here.
Right.
Because, people who are called Frank Mason
Yes.
were stonemasons.
Yes.
People who are called Bill Taylor were tailors.
That's
and
right.
like our neighbours, Jack Horseshit Cleaner. Not a great name,
But apt.
but apt. Yes, apt.
What about Fields?
Well, that's not our real name. There it is. There's a breakthrough.
What?
Yeah, I know. My dad
I've known you a
changed it.
long time. I don't know.
I know that.
I know what it is. Feldman.
No, that's your name for me, you
That's my
lunatic.
nickname.
No, my father's original name was Shield.
Shields.
Nah, see? You mispronounced it and now try and spell it.
S-H-I...
No, again wrong. So you can't spell it and you can't say it.
Right.
So someone said to Dad,
Yeah.
you should change your name. And because nobody could spell it, nobody could say it. It's Sheil, S-H-E-I-L.
Okay, Shield. Okay, yeah.
And he changed it to Fields because it was just easier.
How did he say that? How did he respond to that man?
I'm not sure it was one particular man. I think it was just a general flow of people that said to him, mate, your name's shit and you got to change it.
And then he said,
Why don't I change it to Fields?
there you go. That's what I was after.
I know what you're after,
Yeah?
but I was getting to it.
Ah.
And he changed to Fields. And he had his name changed, but he was still Shield on his passport
Yeah.
and on his doctor certificate and all that sort of stuff. And when I was, I think, 10, I changed it by deed poll.
Oh,
I really did. So my name on my first passport was Martin Shield.
is that right?
Oh, true as I'm standing here. I changed my name to Fields legally,
Yeah.
as did Dad, as did Mum, a little bit earlier than me. Although Mum didn't have to because she got it by marriage. I think so. Dad must have done it before he married Mum in 1960.
I hope he did.
I suppose. I actually changed my star sign as well because I was originally Aquarius, but I changed to Sagittarius. Much better shit happens to Sagittarians.
That's very wise.
I also changed my blood group. I was A negative, which was kind of a downer, so now I'm A positive. Happy guy.
Much better.
That's right.
Much
Although,
better.
if you needed blood, I don't know what you're so pleased about.
Oh, excuse me, Marty. That's the end of the show. With the music started, we'll be back with part 2 on the Beatles next week. See you then. It's goodbye from Ken.
And it's goodbye from him.
All right, bye.